Hello, everybody, and I didn't think I was gonna do this tonight, but you know what? I think I got my thoughts together, ready to do this. But hello and welcome to my WrestleMania 31 review. And holy shit, do we have a lot to speak on tonight, people? Where do we start off? Let's go back to the pre-show. First match on the card: Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Title match. Usos, Kid and Cesaro, The New Day, and the Matadors, which was a train wreck of a match that went all over the place and ended up with Jey Uso getting injured, which I believe was legit injured right there. As we pretty much went on through that match, the match was really good as I expected, and I believe the right tag team won. The New Day were not over as when fucking Xavier Woods tried to do a chant that people were chanting, "New Day sucks. New Day sucks." So yeah, they pretty much were chanting "New Day sucks" and everything, but it was a great match, and Tyson Kidd and Cesaro were able to pretty much win the match, pinning Kofi Kingston, I believe, after the Uso hit the splash and everything, and Cesaro got the win, so that was good. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, which pretty much had people from Big Show, Kane, Ryback, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Miz, Sandow, everybody back in that tag team match. Swagger, and a whole bunch of other people. So that happened. As pretty much Curtis Axel was the first one eliminated. There was no Axelmania. People were mad at that. As they booed him off to hell. Hideo and Tommy from NXT got in the match. And this was an NXT crowd tonight, by the way, for WrestleMania. And they were trying to Hideo. And pretty much NXT is pretty much a Tommy eliminated Bo Dallas and everything. But Big Show took him out. And as we got into the more pretty much toward the end, Ryback was on a roll, pretty much taking everybody out. People with the Feed Me More chants, and pretty much they were booing it. They were pretty much booing. Not booing. Ryback pretty much. I thought I'm gonna take out Big Show. Big Show took him out then, because Ryback threw at least about 6-7 people out. When it came to Big Show, Sandow and Miz, everybody was cheering for Sandow, because Sandow wouldn't do what Miz wanted to do, and pretty much eliminate Miz right there, which people were waiting for him to finally take him out. But then when I guess everybody thought since it was Big Show and Sandow left, it pretty much came up with Big Show taking out Sandow, and Big Show now becoming the second man to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, which people were really not happy with that. I thought Big Show even actually won this match. I thought he would have won last year, but he won this year. Okay. Intercontinental title ladder match. Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, Wade Barrett, Stardust, R-Truth, Luke Harper, and Dean Ambrose. Ambrose almost coming to the ring like Austin almost, I felt like. But the match was really good. Everybody was just flying all over the place, to be honest. And this was the kickoff with the show and everything. So Bryan was out there first, I guess, do the entrance and everything. But I think the real hardest move out there was when Harper did that powerbomb on Ambrose, and he landed really hard on his head and neck, I believe. And it was a really bad shot. Landed bad on his pretty much head and neck, and I was like, he didn't get up. But it pretty much ended up with Bryan pretty much in the match. I'm sorry, shooting really much in this match. But Bryan and Ziggler were the last ones left up there, headbutting the hell out of each other as people were doing yes chants and yes after yes chants and everything. Bryan knocked off Ziggler and became the Intercontinental Championship. So Daniel Bryan, I don't know why I said championship, but Intercontinental Champion. Daniel Bryan is the new Intercontinental Champion, especially kick it off. And hey, and I guess it's a consolation prize in a way for Bryan. Hey, Bryan won the world title last year in the main event, so Bryan won the Intercontinental title on the pretty much the beginning of the entire WrestleMania show. Which it was in daylight, so I don't know what San Francisco's time was, but it was like at 5 o'clock over there, so this whole show was mostly in the daytime throughout everything. Randy Orton went against Seth Rollins next, as pretty much J&J Security out there. They were being taken out, and it was a great match. But I think the finish was really awesome when pretty much Seth Rollins tried to do a curb stomp. Orton pretty much went in like it was like in midair and stuff. Okay, yeah. pretty much in midair and everything. He pretty much hit a curb stomp and stuff. He pretty much went in and took him out. I'll say that. Yeah, I know you. I know you.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. Take your time. It was already open, so I didn't know what was doing that.
Sorry again.
It's okay. Like I said, pretty much Seth Rollins pretty much hit a. Sorry for interrupting there. That's a little bit of a botch on my part, but Seth Rollins, he pretty much went in for the curb stomp, and pretty much Orton pretty much rose in the air, and it's like when he moved, he just went up in midair, launched right there, and hit a RKO. And my God, what a finish! What a RKO! I gotta say that the finish was insane. I'll say that. So it was awesome. That part was awesome. That was just like insane. RKO, dodging the curb stop midair, hit that. That was crazy. That was a great moment. You had to go right there. Sting versus Triple H was next. As I don't know what was with this Asian Blue Man group or whatever it was. That was for Sting's entrance. I was like, the hell is this? Is the Great Muta coming out or something with Sting? And he came out his jacket, and you know he didn't have a shirt this time, and he pretty much Sting was in shape as usual as he and everything. But when this Terminator, what was with the? It was a cool entrance with Triple H, the Terminator entrance. He even got Arnold Schwarzenegger to cut promos with him. Like, my God, I know you inducted him to the Hall of Fame last night, but how far we were gonna keep doing this is like Schwarzenegger came up and he's like, tired to play this game and everything, and pretty much a bunch of Terminator things came up, and he had the whole helmet mask on, and then they used his carrying heads as he came down to the ring to go against Triple H. And pretty much they did their entrances, and Sting, I think Sting, I don't know what, I think Sting saw found ridiculous, like, what is this? And he was about to laugh. And I don't even think they even introduced Sting, I believe. A lot of people were saying that Sting was not introduced when he came out. I know Triple H was, but I don't think Sting was really introduced when he came out to the ring tonight. He wasn't. And they began the match, everybody chanting, this is awesome, and everything. And pretty much Sting was just going out, pretty much drop kicking him, doing his, you know, this and everything. He said, woo! Which you probably could see me doing the video, and Triple H was knocking him down, hitting with the DX sign, telling him to suck it then. As the match kept going and going, Triple H had a lot of offensive, a Scorpion, but I'm not sure, but Sting was pretty much taking him out, hitting the Scorpion death drop, the death lock and everything. And as the match pretty much kept going and stuff, it was like a brawl they were doing. But the biggest part, I wouldn't say biggest part, but when Scorpion hit that second, I don't know why I keep saying Sting, Scorpion. When Sting hit that Scorpion death lock in the second time, the DX music hit, and then the Outlaws and X-Pac came out trying to come at Sting, but Sting was taking them out and everything. Everybody's chanting, this is awesome. And then pretty much Triple H pedigreed him then. But Sting kicked out. And then when Triple H went for a sledgehammer, the NWO music hit. Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan came out. And pretty much were going against DX then, taking him out and everything. Ah, crap. I'm sorry. And everything. So pretty much as Triple H was distracted by the whole NWO and DX brawl, Sting came from behind, hit the Scorpion death drop, but pretty much it was a kick out then. He was going to go for the Scorpion death lock again, but when he hit it, he pretty much hit the death lock. Pretty much all the DX and NWO was still brawling out there, knocking each other out, pretty much knocking each other everywhere out of the place. DX was getting the upper hand though, and Shawn Michaels came in. Super kicked him. Everybody just started booing it, and Shawn Michaels pretty much told him to suck it and stuff. After he hit the sweet chin music, and the crowd was still chanting, this is awesome, but Sting still kicked out until Billy Gunn, he handed the sledgehammer to Triple H then, and when he pretty much handed the sledgehammer, Hulk Hogan handed the bat to Sting, and pretty much it was the bat versus the hammer, and pretty much after that, then Sting broke the hammer with the bat, hitting it in two, and he pretty much kept hitting Triple H with it and everything and knocked him into the turnbuckle. He hit him with a Stinger Splash. But then when that second Stinger Splash came, Triple H hit him with the sledgehammer. And it was 1, 2, 3. Triple H beat Sting. which I don't have Triple H's leg throughout that match, by the way, but when I saw it, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, he really beat Sting? Like, for real? And I'm gonna give my thoughts on the second. Pretty much then NWO and DX are on each side. They held Triple H up, and Triple H went to shake Sting's hand, and DX finally got out of the ring then. So, a lot of things just don't make sense, and the crowd loved it, and it was awesome. It was a great thing, DX versus NWO, but it's like, it's a lot of things that don't make sense here in a way. And I get, you know, DX is coming out to help him and everything, but Triple H, but like, if I remember, wasn't the NWO against Sting for I don't know how many years, but now the NWO helps Sting? I can see it was a Wolfpack or something, but like the entire NWO helped Sting and they were against him. And it's funny because you see last night from the Hall of Fame that Triple H was like, they're all good together because it was the clique and everything. And you got two of Triple H's buddies on opposite sides of Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. And you still X-Pac and Shauna right there, but it was like, what? And it's like, it's kind of odd when they're friends the night before, but then they're enemies the next night then. And it's even also odd that why would Sting shake Triple H's hand after he was hitting the head with a sledgehammer like a few seconds ago to win the match? Like, come on. I don't know. It was so many overbooked stuff, and like, it was like, I don't know if it was, people saying it was like a TNA match or a Vince Russo booking this match, but like, what the hell? Like, this whole NWO versus Sting, like, who else was gonna come? I'm surprised Flair didn't come out if this was gonna be this whole WCW versus WWE thing, but they had the NWO go against all of D-Generation X. I was like, it took all the DX to beat Sting. Because even I was surprised when the DX music hit. Like, what the hell is going on here? And I don't know, a lot of fans are pissed. People saying that Triple H buried Sting. Even I'm kind of shocked in a way that Sting lost his debut match at WrestleMania. Like really? Like, come on. I was kind of pissed. Like, I don't know if there's a method to all this madness or some type of understanding and everything, but even I was kind of shocked. Like, wait, Sting lost? Like, come on. It was like a lot of plot holes throughout this match. And the fans loved it. It was a good match overall and everything, but I was kind of shocked to see that Sting lost to Triple H. And it's like falling to that WCW pattern again years ago when Triple H was beating all those WCW guys that came to WWE. So I'm really surprised that went down. Marina Menounos was interviewing Daniel Bryan about his Intercontinental title win. Pretty much all these legends came up to him, from Pat Patterson, Piper, Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair, and which I don't know why Ricky Steamboat messed up that Macho Man impression. Ric Flair and Bret Hart, as they all start doing yes chants then, saying yes, yes, pretty much yes, 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 and everything. Ron Simmons came up and said, damn, and stuff. It was a lot. To be honest, a lot of times were stretched out to this match. It really did feel like a lot of intermissions throughout the show. Because they had Kid Ink and Skylar Grey performing Travis Barker, so they did their performance. The Bellas went against Paige and AJ, which, I don't know, AJ never really made in this match, and I don't know, I don't think the crowd wasn't really with this match in a way. It was so kind of flat. It was alright. AJ and Paige got the win. AJ hit the Black Widow winning the match at WrestleMania, and they did what they could to win, so yeah. It was a little bit flat, but I kind of knew AJ and Paige were going to win. It wasn't that long, but it was alright. It was something that had to come down from the suspense and everything. Next was John Cena versus Rusev for the United States Championship, which they gave Rusev a hell of an entrance with soldiers and flags and cannons. Hell, Rusev came out in a damn tank, and Lana's like wearing all this white and everything. As John Cena had some presidential speeches, like some video with all these president speeches from Bush to Ronald Reagan to Barack Obama. Cena just came out as regular entrance, which people were really booing at when you could hear the people chant, John Cena sucks! John Cena sucks! They were all chanting that, and then there was a lot of boos for Cena and stuff. So, as this match went on, did it feel kind of short? in a way, because the finish was, I don't know, people were really kind of going over Rusev throughout this match anyway, more than Cena, but when it kind of came near the end, and people were going with yay with Rusev and boo with Cena, Lana got up on the rope and tried to do so. I don't know why she threw a shoe in the ring. It didn't help it at all with anybody. But Rusev pretty much knocked Lana off the ringside, and when Cena dodged it, Cena hit the FU, won the match, and became the new United States champion, beating Rusev's now streak is over. So it was a great match, I'll say that. So I say that because I don't know why Rusev was pissed in after the match, arguing with Lana, hollering at her throughout the match. After the match, while she was on the ground getting picked up. So Cena, but I will say one cool thing Cena did do in this match. That springboard, like Stone Cold Stunner in a way. He did like just jumped off the ropes back and hit a stunner. So even I was kind of shocked to see John Cena do that, but he did. Triple H and Stephanie came out as they talked about the attendance record and everything. And Triple H says, I know you guys are all kind of mad still about the match because Stephanie went, this is my ring. We own you people. We know everything. So this is my arena and we own all of you. And Triple H, because the authority always wins. After that, The Rock's music hit. The Rock came out, says, you people don't own anything. Says, and you damn sure don't own The Rock. And pretty much he went in Triple H and everything. So they remember kicking his ass most of the time and stuff. And pretty much Hunter pretty much says, yeah, but you're not going to try and get me. Triple H pretty much about to leave. But Rock said, you left your balls in Connecticut. Triple H pretty much took off his jacket, got in The Rock's face, and Stephanie mocked The Rock. And once again, Stephanie trying to emasculate somebody else again. Talking about The Rock. That if it wasn't for the McMahons, you wouldn't have a career and everything. Because she talked about his father and his grandfather, and without Vince Sr., without Vince Jr., and then Stephanie. Which people like, what the, well, they said, why didn't you mention Shane McMahon? Everybody was chanting Shane O'Mac then. They all started chanting Shane O'Mac. Shane O'Mac. Like, what happened to Shane McMahon? And pretty much said there would be no McMahon without McMahon's Johnson. She told it Stephanie then. And pretty much Stephanie said, get the hell out of my ring. This is my ring. You can't do nothing. And she slapped him. And pretty much you can't hit a woman. But The Rock got out of the ring then. And then he went over. And I forgot, Ronda Rousey was in the crowd. As the fans chanted, Ronda Rousey. And pretty much started chanting, Ronda's gonna kill you. Ronda's gonna kill you. And pretty much said, we're friends and everything, because she was at her side at the, in the four horsewomen were on Stephanie's side at the SummerSlam pay-per-view and stuff. And she said, and she pretty much, Stephanie told Ronda, don't let him feel any lies into your head. And Triple H said, I've had enough of this and stuff, enough of this and everything, because pretty much Stephanie says, yeah, you're the queen of the octagon, I would never face you in an octagon ring, but this is a squared circle. And she told her, get the hell out of my ring and everything. Pretty much got in her face and stuff and everything. You're not going to do a damn thing, pretty much. Like, you're going to get out. And Triple H pretty much said he's had enough of all this. He's had enough of this and everything. We're done here. Because he was tired of this whole segment going on. And pretty much then The Rock says, yeah, there is enough. The Rock pretty much started going to Triple H, punching him all the way out of the ring. And Stephanie tried to slap Ronda Rousey, but Ronda Rousey had like I thought she was going to do a hip toss, but after Rock knocked Triple H, pretty much Ronda Rousey did a hip toss on a takedown on Triple H and everything. And I thought she was going to do a takedown on Stephanie, but it's like she just held her in almost like in a hip toss position and just, hurt her arm and everything, just knocked it to the ropes. I thought Ronda Rousey was gonna punch Stephanie at least, threw her to the ground, not just do like a arm thing, just hold her like this. I'm sure she caused a lot of pain to her arm, and it was a cool segment and everything. So even though it went on for damn near 20 minutes and everything, so it went off for almost 20 minutes and stuff. So So the segment was long, but it was good. Because I was looking at the clock and I was like, there's only 1 hour left in this show. How are we going to get through Undertaker and Bray Wyatt and World Heavyweight title match? It's pretty much Bray Wyatt made his entrance with all these scarecrow like zombies following him and stuff. So it was an alright entrance and everything, and he got in the ring and he had a new shirt and he pretty much called out Undertaker, told him to come out. He said, "Where are you?" And it's the pretty much the gong went on. Undertaker came out with the classic hat and coat this time, not special entrance this year. And pretty much Undertaker was kind of back in his 2005 gear. He took out his hat, and I gotta say, it was a good entrance and everything. Which they kind of got the stagehand that came out first though. And pretty much Undertaker, I have to say this, Undertaker looked way better than he did last year. When he took off his hair, he didn't have that ridiculous mohawk. He grew some hair back. He looked better in shape. He just looked better. He looked like old Undertaker again, like 05, like 07 when he had the pants and the gear going. So it's like Undertaker was like back again. I'll say that. Undertaker, he looked way better than last year. Last year Undertaker just looked horrible. I just didn't know what that crazy look was what he was doing. But Undertaker he looked better in shape. He just looked good physically, mentally, everything. It was like old Undertaker. So I had to say that. He looked in shape this time. And pretty much just the match went on then. Undertaker versus Wyatt. Undertaker getting the old school on him, going at Wyatt, pretty much choke slam him, hitting any move as the crowd start chanting, "This is awesome," and saying, "You still got it." And Undertaker did. Hey, Undertaker was on a roll. I gotta give him that. Even though he was getting taken down a lot of times, I thought Bray Wyatt was going to win once he hit that Sister Abigail. And pretty much Undertaker pretty much grabbed him by the neck once he tried to do this thing, you know, the whole "it's over" thing about Undertaker and stuff. And Undertaker hit him with a tombstone, but Bray Wyatt still kicked out of it. And there was desperation on his face. And pretty much Undertaker tried to come back at him again, but Bray Wyatt was getting the Sister Abigail again once he took down the dead man. And pretty much Undertaker dodged. He threw Bray Wyatt in the turnbuckle, hit the tombstone, won the match. So the Undertaker is back again. And I say it was a really good match. It was better than last year. It wasn't like Undertaker was like, you know, barely trying to stay in the match and everything. Undertaker was on a roll. He looked better than last year. I'm just surprised. Even somebody called me and said it's a shame this wasn't a streak match and everything because it would have been really good. But you know, Undertaker was back again. He looked like he was in better shape this time. Because last year, I just didn't know what the hell was up with him. I just still think that Mohawk thing was ridiculous. But Undertaker did get the win over Bray Wyatt tonight, winning the match. It felt a little bit short in a way, the match. But overall, it was a really great match. And as we move to Reigns and Brock Lesnar, as when Reigns came out, he pushed the fan, by the way. I'll say that. He pushed the fan like hard as security came out with him. And he was really booed coming out, and pretty much Brock Lesnar came out with Paul Heyman, as Paul Heyman had to do the entrance from him saying, "The reigning, defending heavyweight, WWE heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar," as the fans said along with it. They said it along with Paul Heyman. And when this match was hit from the start, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns going at each other. Reigns was hitting him punches, making Lesnar bleed. But Reigns was hitting Lesnar, making him bleed. But Brock hitting that German suplex, hit an F5, and it wasn't even a whole minute through the match, already killing Roman Reigns. And throughout the match, he beat the living hell out of Roman Reigns. Suplex after suplex, Suplex City they called it, by the way. Just hitting him with it, hit him with the Germans. And then like another F5 happened. And it was like, who's supposed to be winning this match again? But I thought it was odd because like Roman Reigns was smiling. He was smiling throughout the match. It was like, what's your secret weapon? What was he going to do? And it's like every time Reigns got some type of offense in, every time Reigns got some type of offense in throughout the whole match, pretty much the crowd destroyed him. They booed the living hell out of Roman Reigns. And they chanted, "Let's go, Lesnar." And as Brock Lesnar was bleeding throughout the match. He was just hitting the Germans until he took the gloves off and everything. And it was some hard shots he took. I thought Brock Lesnar was killing Roman Reigns out there. Just suplex after suplex, German after German, punch after punch. Hell, those kicks was hard as hell out there. But Roman Reigns was like still smiling, laughing at Brock Lesnar and stuff. But when he got to the pole, pretty much he pushed Lesnar to the pole and everything. As he bled all over the place. And that's when Reigns kept hitting the Superman punches and the crowd was still shitting on him, man. He had like 3 Superman punches. and pretty much Brock Lesnar with F5, but Reigns came back with Superman punch, hitting 2 spears on them and stuff. And he tried to go for a 3rd spear, but Brock Lesnar hit another F5 on Roman Reigns. So the crowd was really pro Brock Lesnar. Really, well, I knew it was gonna happen pro Brock Lesnar as they booed the living hell of Roman Reigns. But when both men were down, because I gotta say, Roman Reigns suffering a hell of a beating. Because I almost thought it was gonna be Roman Reigns gonna beat the shit out of him. I mean, Brock Lesnar gonna beat the shit out of Roman Reigns throughout the match. But if it comes to the end, Roman Reigns gonna have this super kip up then to come back at Reigns and stuff. But after that F5, I say that after that F5 and he caught after dodging the Superman punch again, or spear or whatever, that's when Seth Rollins' music hit. Seth Rollins making a beeline, coming to the ring, cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase, and it's pretty much he pushed Reigns out of the ring. He looked to Lesnar, went to go for the curb stomp. Brock Lesnar caught him, going for an F5. Roman Reigns hit the spear. Seth Rollins dodged it. Seth Rollins hit the curb stomp. 1, 2, 3, and people, we got ourselves a new WWE champion, which the crowd was really pleased with, because I didn't know what was going to happen. If Brock Lesnar could have won this match, this was the second alternative of Seth Rollins cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and as the crowd went nuts for Seth Rollins winning the title. They were nuts when he came out just running to the ring, because no, I didn't think anybody wanted to see Roman Reigns. So look at the crowd tried to get to it later, but it was like a majority of being booed out of the building. And I don't know what could happen if Roman Reigns won that title, because I don't think it would look good. Brock Lesnar didn't win. But Seth Rollins, he pretty much snuck in. He got it, ran off with the title, and celebrated at the top of the ramp, ending WrestleMania. So Seth Rollins is the new WWE champion. And I gotta say, WrestleMania, it wasn't as bad as I imagined. Sure, the Sting and Undertaker, Sting and Triple H match, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of what happened there. But it was a good match. With this whole DX versus NWO thing is good. But a lot of people are really pissed with the Sting and Triple H match. I thought Undertaker's return was really good. That was a good match, even though people were saying it was dead as hell in there. The crowd let it came up at times. The Intercontinental title match was good. The Cena versus Rusev match. People were mostly with Rusev, but we got 3 new champions tonight on this show. And everything, so it was good. WrestleMania was, I don't know, maybe last year probably was better, maybe it was shock value, and it was more like, you know, maybe newsworthy stuff, but it was a lot of news that happened on here tonight. It really went out well. I'll say that. WrestleMania was mostly good. It was almost great in a way. If I had to rank it, I'd give it maybe a 7 or a 6 out of 10 in a way for WrestleMania. But Seth Rollins cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase, winning the WWE title. He didn't pin Lesnar, but he pinned Roman Reigns and won the match. Triple threat rules. It got changed to a triple threat. I thought he would have waited after till one of them won and then come out and cash it. I thought he was going to cash it tomorrow night on Raw, but he did it. He cashed it in, and how can you say he kind of made it WrestleMania in a way, because it got changed to a triple threat match as he ran off with the title after cashing it in. So I don't know, some people are mad, some people are happy, but I gotta say, you got the pop for that right there, for him cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase, becoming the new WWE champion. So this is my review for WrestleMania. I don't know, I may try to do a part 2 to get my friends' opinions on that, what you're gonna see through the live reactions. Live reactions will be posted tonight and tomorrow. It's gonna be a long night posting all these videos. Hell, getting this review up is gonna be tough enough to be posting right now. So I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace, and I hope you enjoyed WrestleMania 31 tonight, people. So once again, you know it's me, the HOOT, coming here with the news and reviews. Coming right here, talking smack with the new hat. Man, no more botching. This isn't the Botchamania, but we are here live tonight, 31, WrestleMania. That's how you know how it's balling. And we got a new WWE champion. And his name is Seth Rollins. So I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Live reactions. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed WrestleMania. Out.